My sons, attack the gates. My sons, attack the gates.
Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, look who it is. Oh dear. How are we doing? Hello. Hello. It's King Vader. Never expect the King Vader. You did that, Chibi. Never forget.
My sons, attack the gates.
Yes. So, you always forget you did that, and they're here to remind you of your past transgressions. So yes, welcome back to the Citadel of Chaos, where hopefully we will find more than doors. In fact, we already have. So let's pop over to here, where we see Mrs. Wonderful Doodlings of the past fortnight. It's a comic. That's new, isn't it? This pretty much sums up our previous stream of this a couple of weeks ago. If you weren't here for that, don't worry, you didn't miss anything. We effectively missed 2 weeks. But yeah, this time something will happen. Hopefully something will happen. Because you missed maths. Maths did happen, yes. And I forgot, I missed something out from that maths. I forgot I had to prove that every element in the coset, every element in a group is reachable via a coset. I forgot to mention that, but don't worry about it. What is consistency is not real. I mean, look at my October comics, you're fine. So yeah. I think I pointed out that you've given me far too much credit with all of these little bookmarks. It's much more thorough than the flimsy Beyond the Foggate bookmark and the Joker from an old pack of cards that I'm using at the moment. But you know, it's enough for now. Anywho, Pal says that even though they're constantly finding crossroads and crossroads only. I mean, yeah, but crossroads is a decision to make. With a door, it's just try and open the door. Or walk past the door. Exciting stuff. You know, nowhere near on the same level as you find a chair. So yeah, last time we left off with actually something being found. Oh yes. Three little orca creatures is business. Something, yes. I don't have anything to draw, so you guys need to choose what do. So yeah, you were in the Great Hall or whatever it was, and you, under the pretense of taking food there for the Ganges, I believe, which I think is a river, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, you went up to a balcony. You tried the first door, it was locked. You tried the second door, and now you're here. That's what happened. Very, very thrilling. I should probably use this as an opportunity to learn how to draw different doors. Because I'm going to get quite a lot of practice. It's little stuffed toys and stuff. Both of those seem fair. I'm going to flip through the book a little bit. Enjoy the marvelous background music courtesy of Adrian von Ziegler, as always. Just going to make sure I know what's going to happen, regardless of what you do. Flicking through the book, I'm flicking through the book. Exciting things are happening. Oh yes. Okay, and last one. Okay, cool. Good. What do we got? We have 4 individual votes. Beth is a mum now. Adopt the 3 babies. Have flashbacks about babysitting baby cousins. Take the tiny axe and leave. Offer them food. There is no consensus here. Other than, I guess, don't kill them. So, you know, that's nice. Can't kill babies. Look, this is in the days before Bethesda and making children immune from the actions of the protagonist. We're not some kind of animal, are we? I don't know how the orcs work. I don't know. Are elves animals? Elves are fae. Yeah, I don't know. I could roll a dice, I guess. Choose one of these 4. See how it goes. The music has ended. I am sat in silence. Offer them food, then adopt them. Okay, offer them food. What food do you want to offer? I won't do a vote. Just a quick ask. Because you have black bread, cheese, 2 bits of cheese, the berry leaves, and 12 berries. You also have some arrows, a lantern, and a hammer, but they're not food. Not to you, anyway. Bread seems good. Everyone likes bread? Okay, So Beth rummages through her She doesn't have a bag, does she? Where does she keep stuff? Through the pocket on the front of her apron, and takes out a bit of bread and cautiously hands it over to the three little things on the floor. They inquisitively take it, sniff it, and then throw it away. Throw it over to the other side of the room. I don't like it, and then they start playing amongst themselves again. There's large pockets. Yeah, I know. You can take your bread back. Beth wanders over and picks up the bread again. I'm not drawing this because it doesn't take long. Oh, I can, I guess. How do hands work? That was the... No, so it's sort of like... Oh no, it's that way. Oh. I have bread. Did we kill the babies yet? No. Hello, Dark. How you doing? Sorry, hello, Dark. Hello, Dark. That's it. I didn't start a new vote, but pat babies on head and move on. Leave the babies to play. Steal any and all candy, small axe, and then leave. Offer them food. Offer them food. I think was still from the previous one. Whoa! I've got too much stuff in my mouth. Also, hi Crow. How you doing? I didn't do any vocal warm-ups today because I was trying to keep my windows open as long as possible because it's warm. So my voice is a bit bleh. Okay, so you're gonna leave. Hello, quo. That works quite well. You decide to leave. You pat them on the head. They don't respond. They continue fighting amongst themselves. There is no candy in the vicinity, unfortunately. You can pick up the small axe if you like. It appears to be made of just wood, just a little wooden painted axe. Please don't eat the babies. Who's eating what? Well, you see, there's one vote for offer them food and another for eat them. So I think they cancel each other out. So we're fine. Don't worry about it. So you continue. You continue on your merry way. Through the door on the other side of the room. I'm pretty sure it was that. Hang on, let me check. My memory is not fantastic, but... oh yeah, cool. Oh, what a surprise. You leave the room. Through the door on the other side. You hear them squabbling behind you as you go. And you head down a short corridor. Some meters from you, you find at the foot of you find yourself at the foot of a staircase. This is a spiral staircase that leads right up the Citadel Tower. Oh yes, you're actually in the tower now. Ooh, exciting stuff. You climb the stairs cautiously and eventually arrive on a small landing with two doorways in front of you. Will you take the left-hand door or the right-hand door? Or you can go back and see whether or not there was anything else in the corridor you were in before. Spoiler alert, there were two more doors. So let me just show you that. It's unsurprising because you got to here and there were three doors here, and you go here into this corridor, and it turns out there's one that goes there, and then there's another one that goes there. Now we're going up the tower. Ooh. Let me start a new vote when I'm doing this. Didn't spell that very well, did I? Can't draw straight lines today. Don't worry about it. Actually, I will. Oh no. The doors in the stairway. Yes, there's so you come out of the room and you are faced with either the staircase that leads up the tower, or you can turn back on yourself here or turn back on yourself here. But up the tower there happens to be a left and a right door at the top of the staircase. Sorry, it's a spiral. Yeah, I'm on the wrong layer. No. How much of this did I do on the wrong layer? Oh no. Let me lock that. That's a spiral staircase, so... this appears to be a helical staircase. Don't worry about it. At the top is a landing, with a left door and a right door. Ooh. It's a staircase. Yeah, so we came along here and we're going upstairs. We're going up this one apparently, and left or right? People seem to be saying left. Cool. Right, left. Music suddenly got very exciting. I don't even have time to draw a door. Right. Where's the left? Okay, going into the left-hand door. The door opens, which is no mean feat. There is a door. I'll draw Beth walking through the door. It's fine. The door opens, allowing Beth into a large circular room. Beth scratches her head quizzically. In the center of the room, she can see a small island surrounded by a wide trench, on which stands a chest. A chest, sorry. Locked with metal fastenings. The trench is too wide to jump and is very, very deep. Just inside the door is a length of rope. A door leads from the room and opposite the door. A door leads from the room opposite the door you came in through. So let me just draw that and then I'll let you work out what to do. It's a little bit confusing, but when I show you it should be pretty straightforward. Okay, so here's Beth, once again, quizzically walking through a door. Let's go for an arched door. I'm going to inject a bit of variety into these. Oop. Wobbly wobbly. No confusion, there's a trench in the room. There is. You've climbed quite high up the tower, and apparently there's a hole through it. Perspective! Don't fail me now! Perspective is failing me now. Hang on. Let me do the floor first. Sure, like that, but without this bit. So over here's a door. Like I say, it's a bit confusing at first. Once you get your head around it, it's not too bad. And then there's a door on the other side. Circular room door. Got it so far. Pretty straightforward. Here is a big old trench, and in the middle is not a trench. I don't know why they called it a trench. It's a big old donut hole. This does feel like straight out of a kind of Ridley thing, doesn't it? at the scale I've done it, that's probably not accurate because it says you can't jump it, so this is going to have to be much more. That's on a scale, so... Yep. In the middle of this is the autosave feature, which would make an awful lot more sense if it wasn't in a tower. Look, we went up a long staircase, and they had to make these books very, very quickly. Osmosis from your brother on the internet. You have read it, but this particular thing sounds very familiar. I'm not going to say everything in this book is original. I think there were like fastenings, metal fastenings or something. Let's put chains, why not? That's still probably not quite to scale, is it? I imagine Beth can jump relatively well. Even then, don't worry about it. Also, it's the tower, isn't a trench like for the ground. Ignore the word trench and just think of the word hole. How do you draw Beth? This is how you draw Beth. Holding out. Flame friend. As is her perpetual position in not doing anything but inspecting rooms. She still hasn't found that blacksmith forge, you know. She came here to inspect a forge. Has she found it? No. Is anyone going to tell her where it is? No. I've forgotten how to draw. There's a reasonable approximation of our main character. There. This is what you see. What do? Let me sort that out. Oh yeah, there's a rope. Sorry, I forgot to point that out. There is a coiled rope. Over here. Sorry, that's rather important. Whatever would I do without you? Let me see if there's anything else I've forgotten, because I'm like that. That's not... I did not put the bookmark in the page. Hang on, here it is. There it is. No, that looks pretty much it. Yes, I'll read it again. In the center of the room, you can see a small island surrounded by a wide trench/hole, on which stands a chest locked with metal fastenings/chains. The trench is too wide to jump and very, 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 very deep. Just inside the door is a length of rope, and a door leads out from the room on the opposite side. So let me just add this to the map. Here's a big old circular room. There you go. There's the door on the other side. We are here. Speaking of holes, go get 3 baby orcs, use them to test for traps. The trap, the rope's alive and it's gonna try dragging Beth into the hole. That, given these books, that is a reasonable assumption. Oh, wooden axe. Let me add that to you. Your inventory. It's not there at the moment. I could make the icon while we're waiting. Did you vote? Anyone can vote. What are you gonna do in this room with the trench and the hole and the chest and the rope and the door? You can just leave. What am I looking for? Don't be coerced into doing anything purely because we didn't do anything last stream. Sometimes it is just best not to do anything. Sometimes great riches await. Who knows? Sometimes the thing you need to finish the game is around. You literally don't know. Sometimes it's instant death. That's these books. What am I looking for? I'm looking for items. There's some cheese. Let's make a very quick thing of toy axe. Come on. Not the best drawing in the world, but it'll do for now. Not a good choice of colour for this. But again. Ah. Hey, fever! How dare you? I should probably actually put some... Don't mind me. I'm doing some extraordinarily important things. Yeah, close enough. That looks awful. Yeah, good enough. Right. There's the gold wooden. Okay. Here we go. That, get rid of it. Why won't you update? Hang on. I set these things up so they're all automatic, and I don't have to worry about it. But does it listen? No. Okay, well, it's just updated for it not to be there. There we go. That looks nothing like an axe. What have we got? We have no idea what's happening. You're free to learn. Hello, Try. How you doing? We are in this room. It's difficult with all the stuff on screen to see. It's a big old circular room. Here's Beth. Here's a rope. Here's a chest in the middle of a little island with a big old hole. The trench! B to fill the moat. It's extremely deep. What are the parameters for the levitate spell? Do you know the book is vague? Let me describe as best I can. You can cast the spell onto objects, opponents, and even yourself. It frees its receiver from the effects of gravity, and as such will cause the receiver to float freely in the air under your control. I will remind you that this is fastened down. Or appears to be fastened down anyway. The chest is anyway. We have one vote for leave, one for poke rope, tie into lasso if rope doesn't poke back. Do what Ragdoll said and then move on because we can't unlock the chest anyways. Shout Marco and see if the mimic responds. Underthrow the matriarchy and P to fill the moat. Chest made of wood? I don't think it's specified. Chest locked with metal fastenings. That's all it says, really. Oh, it does say locked with metal. It doesn't say locked down. Okay, that's my fault. Okay. Redraw. Not locked down, sorry. These days, it's very important to get that right. All my tools! I broke all my tools drawing a bad axe. It's locked with metal fastenings. Basically, there's a metal lock on it. Fastenings, plural. I'm just going to read ahead very, very briefly to make sure I know what's going to happen. because of course this book does not let you levitate it. Okie dokie. Okay, yeah, so levitate chest to us for 2. Try and levitate chest if unsuccessful, leave. Poke rope tied into lasso, the Wingardium Leviosa, which I assume is telekinesis float. Everyone seems to be on board with using one of your 17 spells to float this chest to you. Okay, so Beth pulls out a magic hammer. Well, that is how she casts spells. Who needs a wand? And I've just decided this. This is how Beth does spells. Flameo helps. It's not the same colour, that's annoying. Hammer's better anyway, it's, yeah. And she demands the gods of levitation, for there are several, to aid her in her strife and lift this chest through the air. To come to her. And it goes... Perspective. Ooh, funk. And lands there. Spell used. You don't have a chest! Hooray! Hang on, let me have a look at the thing, just to clarify something. Okay. Beth, pleased that her first magical action in this tower actually did something successfully, goes over to the chest and looks at the locking mechanism, the metal latches, and realizes that they're not particularly well secure, and smacks them with the hilt of the hammer. It's a multi-purpose hammer. And opens up the chest to find inside a whole load of lead shot. It's just lots of lead balls. There's nothing particularly in there. It's just very, very heavy. Yeah. Balls. You found balls. Well done. You can take some lead if you want. It's heavy. Again, this book does not let you levitate the chest. So, but I don't see why not. Wait for slings, or is the power of gun real here? I don't know. You found lead balls. Oh yeah, I suppose I should set up a vote for what you want to do with the lead balls. Balls. You can't take all of them, obviously. They're extremely heavy. This is the wonder of levitation. Obviously, you can't lift anything. There are limits. And those limits will be made up on the fly. Lots and lots of balls. Just so many balls. There they all are. They're made of lead, you know. How big are they? About the size of a pea. Are you going over there and it blowing up like a claymore or something? It's much simpler than that. Again, you need to think about this room and think, why is this here? What function would this room serve? It's a mill? Is it? There's no grindstone. Unless the grindstone is down there. It's grinded so much. Ground so much. It ground through the ground. It's a granary for lead. Okay, so we have 3 for take the balls from the trench chest. We'll take some of them, take a handful of lead shot. Take a good couple of handfuls of balls, poke rope with toy axe, if not cursed to heck, take rope 2. Fair enough. And 1 for lead. So it seems those don't contradict one another, so I don't see why we can't do both. I can do all of the things. Hooray! Unless you want explicitly not to poke the rope. I guess I should be careful. At the very least, people seem to want to take the balls. So we'll take the balls. Got some lead shot. Handful of lead shot. There appears to be dissenting opinions with regards to the rope, so... New vote! What are you doing with the rope? While you're doing that, let's make a picture of some lead shot. What am I doing? This one should be pretty straightforward. Dramatic music for nothing happening. Nope. There. And then another one. There you go. Close enough. What an artist I am. Hang on, let's be a little more. And then what we do is we do that. We then on top of it. There you go. And now it looks like it was drawn specifically in that shape. And it's still not updating because it hates me. I made you, why do you hate me? I birthed you into this world. There we go. There's your black grapes. That's why it's called grape shot, I guess. Cool. Now when you're saving, you can see the sword with just the word hammer written on it. Look, it's a work in progress. Right, what do we got? Throw toy axe at rope. Drow is smart, actually. Yeah. Assert dominance over rope and take it with us. Leave and cede vote to people smarter than me. I guess that was Drow, and the previous one was a response to that. Okay, so Beth takes out the toy axe, throws it at the rope. It bounces off. Jiggles the rope a bit, I guess. While you're there, you flex and assert dominance. As you do. You're just a rope, I'm an orc. Elf. You ascertain after approximately 5 or 6 minutes of doing this that the rope isn't going to respond. And you take the toy axe back, and then you realise that it's just a rope. So you grab the rope, and you leave. I've probably got a rope from the Forest of Doom. Hang on. See if I can nick that. Yeah. This is the rope of climbing, but this one isn't magical, it's just a rope. Oh, these pictures were so much better than these ones. Oh no, the quality. Rope. Save. Update. Yeah. See, if you put the picture in first, it works. Got a rope. It's exciting stuff. We got the axe back, don't worry. It's fine. Otherwise I would have removed it from our inventory. Let me just clear this out, and you just decided to leave, presumably through the door at the end of the room, yeah? Bunny slippers all over again. What? Nothing happened. Nothing changed. You've gotten more than you normally can from this room, don't worry. You're leaving the chest of balls? It's full of lead. It's not an easy thing to pick up and carry. You've got a handful of lead balls, don't worry about it. Right. You pass through the door at the end of the room. Exciting stuff. Look, a door. Let me look at where that goes. Okay. Really, what was supposed to be the plan in this room? Use the rope to climb down. No. Toss a ball on the ground and let it lead us to our destination. Doesn't quite work when I say it out loud, but good written pun. You leave through the door. Beth does. And finds herself at the foot of another spiral staircase. It's knackering walking up these things. Leading up the Black Tower. Climbing the stairs, she eventually comes to a landing where a single door is the only way onwards. Do you wish to try the door? Or you can go back and go through the other room. More spiral. Now there is a single door. Spiral or helix? This one is, well, they're all helixes really. This is just a double helix. Spirals would get progressively smaller or wider as they go. Let lead led. Yes. Do you wish to go through this door? Or do you wish to go literally anywhere else that you have managed to avoid? Only one door? It's a trap! Gotta find out where this place is milling. Okie dokie then. Right. You open the door. That's what you do. Exciting time. Not a second after you open the door and peer inside, you feel yourself being sucked into the room. As if by magic. I'm not reading that sentence out loud because it's sad. The room becomes pitch black and Flamio appears to illuminate nothing. From nowhere and yet from everywhere comes mocking laughter, which fills the room. Hang on a minute. Like that, only more menacing. That's probably better. Oh, there's voices. Foolish adventurer, says another voice, which changes tone from high to low as it speaks. Thank you, Buck. Can I have to... Welcome to the home of the Ganges. Unfortunately, it will be the last room you will ever see. I'm gonna stop that now. But of course you cannot see, can you? But we can see you, can't we, brothers? And laughing voices come from all around you. Suddenly, a ghostly white luminous face flies towards you. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Ha. Ha ha. Ha.
Yeah. Okay, so... Let's try doing this again. Last time I did this, it was a wonderful adventure and nothing went wrong. No, hang on. Easier way. No, I can... Because I can do this, can't I? Far too big. I've got to work out what this face looks like. Let's go for... I mean, I know what it looks like in the book, but I'm not drawing that. I'm gonna go... They're gonna go right spooky. So we can do the sort of... jack-o'-lantern kind of thing. So yes, you have heard of the Ganges before. The Ganges were the things that the old ladies in the kitchen told you to stay well away from. Because they're not going to be nice to you. I have no idea what a Ganji looks like, so this is what it looks like in the dark. Hang on, if I do... Okay. Why does that go underneath? Oh, because it's not actually colour, is it? That makes sense. I'm coming flying towards you, and I'm leaving a trail of light. Apparently. Looks a little bit like Typhon. Yeah, it's alright. That's the job. What have we got? We have, tell them dinner is served and that they need to get to the dining hall before it goes cold. 4 votes for that. 1 for bitch smack, 1 for poop pants in surprise, and 1 for invite them to the hall, then when they accept, throw lead balls at them. Okay, so before the face can get to you, you say, dinner is served in the hall, by the way. I got everything ready, so on and so forth. And they say, fool, you should stay out of our way. We instruct that we see no staff on our way here. You will pay for this. And then they fly forwards at you and smack you into the wall. They're not pleasant things. So stay out of the way. Everyone says, he's desperately trying to think of things. I say, between every sentence. I'll have you know. You should unionize. Intolerable workplace. They said stay out of the way. Did you listen? No. Granted, you didn't know, but still. Yes. So apparently you lose a skill, 2 stamina, and a luck, because apparently you're very frightened and very confused. Seems a bit harsh, but you know. It's my loading noise. I know. Alright, this place has maps hanging around. Granted, you are going up the actual tower that Balthus Dire is in, so you can expect weird things. Do they leave? No, they're resolutely gonna mess with you. These are not nice creatures. They'll have their dinner, but whether you're alive before that, who knows? I should start a new vote. That's not gonna work, is it? It is if I do this and cheat. That, and then do this. And then do this. Yeah. And then do this. No, only the thing. Yeah, it kind of works. I was working under some very awkward circumstances. Put smelly cheese in Mrs. Nosehole. Okay, so 2 for Bethuse's hammer blow, 1 for throw smelly cheese at them, and then ungrateful. 1 for put smelly cheese in Mrs. Noseholes, and 1 for put smelly noses in their cheese hole. What? This is descending into anarchy. Okay. Hammer of steel, so maybe. Beth draws her hammer, ready for whatever. And a silence comes over the room. And the faces disappear. All of a sudden, a blood-curdling scream comes from one corner. Don't know about you, but that curdled my blood. And a hideous face appears in the air like that. Again, this is one of those again. Shooting towards you faster than Beth can possibly react. Beth's hammer is in front, but it does not stop the face, which just swishes straight through. But also straight through you. Doesn't actually hurt you. Your blood curdled? Oh, that's a problem. Probably get that checked out. Okay, are we gonna go with what the book says here or not? Here's the thing. This continues for a while, just swishing around you, just lots of screams and lots of fluttering around your face, faces flying at you and just sort of trying to freak you out. Beth sort of freaks out a bit. Sorry. Again, throat. And Beth desperately just tries to leave, tries to find a way out, and finds a door. Finds the handle of a door, presumably the handle of a door, and swings it open and rushes out to get out of whatever this room was. Roll 2d6. It's very difficult to draw things that are happening in the dark. I just want to point that out. I would draw more of this. Basically, lots of faces are flying at you. Beth freaks out because these things did a lot of damage. 9. Bad luck. Unfortunately, on the other side of the door, is a balcony. And that balcony doesn't have a railing for some reason. And you fall. Down and down and down and down the tower. Now you've got a choice here. Either you can just continue to fall and die, or you can use a levitation spell. It's up to you. I'm guessing you want to use a levitation spell? Yeah? You gonna use a yeah, let's use levitation spell. I reckon, because we've got another hour. It'll be a bit weird if we just sat here and did nothing. I see 2 for levitation and 1 for death. I think that means levitation wins. So So you lose. You've used 2 levitation spells so far, and you've gained nothing. So you, just before you manage to hit the ground, approximately 5 feet away from it. Hang on, let me draw this. Actually, did I? Hang on, let me go to the picture of the tower. Where was it? Was it here? Alright. Enhance. We got lead. True, you did get lead. That is a thing. Eat the lead, we go out on our own terms. I like it. So yes, you use the levitation just in time to slow your descent, and then you hit the ground with a bit of a thud. No particular harm done, but you are now not in the building anymore. You look up to see whether or not you could float back up to the balcony, and the balcony appears not to be there anymore. It's a bit strange. There doesn't appear to be any way into the tower at all from the outside. What strange magics are afoot? Who knows? But well done on not dying in that room. That is surprising. So yeah, you are now back outside the gate. This is a dark room full of spooky, scary faces. You tried your best. If it's any consolation, you did pretty well. Okay, well. Go through here and then... You can walk around. Feel free to have a bit of a rest. Actually, you do. You take a little bit of a breather on the rocks because that will recover you 1 skill point which you lost previously from something. I can't remember what it was. But you take a little bit of time to recuperate. But you have an urgent mission, so you can't stick around for too long. You're outside the walls of the castle now, yes. You jumped out of the Citadel tower. Vote to burn the Citadel to the ground. That will also get the wizard. That's the goal. The goal is that there is a demi-sorcerer called Balthus Dire who is planning to destroy, or planning to invade the... everywhere, basically. It's a Sauron thing. Trying to kill Sauron. But he's a demi-sorcerer, so... yeah. So that happened. I'm not sure it made a lot of sense, because I had to do a bit of improvisation there. But... yeah. The whole falling off the balcony thing, that happens. I should probably start a new vote. What does demi-sorcerer even mean? It means half-sorcerer. They flunked out of sorcerer school. They finished 1 year, but the second year was too much for them. There's a lot of stuff about healing people and all that sort of stuff, so didn't want to do any of that. That's nice. Can't be doing with nice, can we? Do you know what? In time-honored tradition, something the two of them can discuss as their adventures having in common. So yeah, the Ganges are a formidable foe. As your erstwhile employers in the kitchens did try and tell you. But like I say, pretty much you can do when you don't actually know what it is that's coming up. Oh, Beth. Oh, Beth. That's how heads working. You know what? This draw-throughs I've just ascertained would be much better if I wasn't the one doing the book. If there was another person doing all of the talking and the improv and stuff like that, and I was just drawing. Because then, like, you could do battles while I'm drawing. You could talk about what's coming up next and all that sort of stuff. So much stuff you can do. While the drawing is occurring. And then I won't feel rushed. You notice while you're outside that it is now fully nighttime. You went in there when it was the sun was setting. It's now very much twilight. Expect this on the inevitable COC sticker sheet. Will there be one? There wasn't one for Metal Gear Solid. And have we drawn anything worth stickering yet? Oh, you're finally awake. That's not a Skyrim joke, that was from Morrowind. Yes, one thing. Stream number 4. One good thing has been drawn. Accurate. You would have paid me for a Kink Vader sticker, and I would have paid you not to have to make a Kink Vader sticker. Right. So we have one vote for go back to gate, say hi to the dog friends, and the things happen in the castle, but we're still here to inspect the forge. Go back to the gate with dog friends, say we got lost and went through the wrong door. Generally speaking, the guards, they understand. They say, you're not the first person. You fell through off a balcony, didn't you? And they go, yeah, kinda. They say, yeah, that happens. Well done on not dying, though. You've not the first not to die, but definitely the most intact. So well done. And then they let you through, and they say, if you want to find the forge, and then they give you directions to the forge. Is there a forge in this? Probably not. There's a little forge in the corner of the courtyard. It's not working. There's no tools. It's just basically a glorified barbecue. Pay you to take the King Vader sticker so you can buy it from me. Me, you, pay me, pay you. Words. Anyway, you're back in the courtyard. Congratulations. So let's go back to the map. So these are the things. So these are the things that you have or haven't done. You have. There's still the guy with the knife for 9 pieces of gold. There's the 4 friends around the campfire who apparently there was a vial of white liquid there, which you didn't pick up. There was the fountain or monument of some kind in the middle of the courtyard, which you couldn't get to because arrows were being fired at you. There was an old man who you didn't help, and there was a berry bush which you took berries from. There's 3 doors leading away from the leprechaun. There's a door this way in the pantry. There is going down that side of the corridor apparently. Door 2 and 1 going into the grand hall. Door 3 coming out of it. And the right hand door there by the pit. These are all the things you haven't done. Did we rest to get skill back? You did, yes. I put. Oh no, hang on. Did I? Yes, you did, but you lost 1 skill from the Ganges attacking you. Turns out you need to make a Kink Vader sticker in your shop. Ooh, red bubble shop. Kink Vader. It's nice when people remind you you have a shop. That's something. Right. So now you're spoiled for choice. Now it's not, you know, oh, you come up and there's a door. Do you want to go in the door or do you want to go elsewhere? You got the entire place to yourself, kind of. There's still monsters. Still chaotics. Yeah, I think in the book, it says, for some reason, it says you tumble over the ledge and fall straight down if you have a levitation spell. Go to this, which then says, but it was some stuff. Basically, it says, you feel bad and you go back to town. Maybe you can try again tomorrow. I was like, no, we'll carry on now. Basically says start the book again. Have a red bubble? It doesn't have much. But it knows it loves you. What? Is the dying man still there? There is still a old man crying for help. He still has not ventured over to the group of people by the fire. I think he's scared of them. He's not ill, he just wants other folks' medicine. Well. Wouldn't you in this place? Well, you would, because you just fell off a balcony. These things happen, you know? One day you're playing merry games with the leprechaun, and then the next you're falling off a 300-foot tower. It's fine, don't worry about it. Yes, so if anybody else wants to put in votes for what to do next, I'm awake. Trust me. You go over and check on him, but you're not Beth, and you don't know how to roleplay. That's not what Beth is. You. Beth is the combination of you guys, as was Pal. That's the point of this. You're not playing Beth. Beth is you. Beth is the conduit for you. An adventurer is you. I didn't say that. Fighting fantasy game book in which you are the hero. Often your choice is to kill or be killed, or in your case, just ignore everything. So yeah, well, anyway, good job on getting to the end game. Well done with that. It's called passive adventuring. That's good. I like that. This is the first you've heard of the Dying Man 2. You must have missed out first time. I will read you the passage if you so desire. It's basically a guy is hurt, and he wants help. I have to scroll quite a lot back. Here it is. Page 222. There is a low moaning noise. As you get closer, you make out the shape of a man on the ground, obviously in pain. He calls out for help. If you approach him, as you did, the old man is old. I read that correctly. And has been hit about the head with a club of some sort. He asks for medicine, but you have none, because you have none. Unless you have some, in which case you have some. Basically it. He's been hit over the head and he's very confused. Got concussion. Feel better now. If you have no medicine, we can't help him. Really didn't like just ignoring him. Yeah. We have 4 for first hallway past the bell. What was that? First hallway past the bell. Bell? Oh, bell. Oh, yeah. Cheeseman. And hallway across from Loop-de-Loop, which is the same thing. Cool. Life's grand. Right, so Beth creeps around the walls, carefully avoiding arrows, steps past the old man who's still, I don't know what's going on. Past the bush with the berries, you still have all your berries, haven't used any of those. You knock on the door with the hammer. The rhino goes, what? Again? It was a balcony, wasn't it? You go, yeah. And you pass through, you walk past a room where there's laughter coming from it. Strange laughter of an unusual accent. It sounds approximately Celtic. You then ring the bell. You hear the slither slather of cheese sliding along the floor. And the butler says, hello. You're here again, okay. Are you gonna go left this time? I said go left and you went right. You're gonna go left. And Beth says, okay, yes, I'll go left. And so he opens the door and beckons you to go left. So you go left. The butler, yes. Everyone's at least fallen down the balcony once. It happens a lot. It's a surprising event. Right, now let's find where that actually is. That's that way. It's this way. Okay, cool. Almost on the right page. Sound went out. I'm broadcasting sound. That's weird. How dare. Mixer, how dare you. Let me try. Because it's going through my... And now? No? I blame Mixer personally. It all... Well, if all sound went... I guess... It's okay for Drow... Okay, it's a Mixer thing. Demi-sorceror offed him. I fell off a balcony. That's what happened. Suddenly a balcony appeared. It's terrible. Anyway, hi Octo, how you doing? Drow? Do you prefer Drow or Octo? Never quite sure. Fresh and you still got Nada. Interesting. I'm here, I'm making noises! Because of my setup, I can't really type anything in chat. No one can hear this. I was working for Kiro. Yay, that's cool. Yeah, nothing's changed on my end. It's very much a Mixer thing. Don't really mind? Okay, cool. Drow, Octo. I'll probably switch between the two because I forget. Alright, that's nice. Marvellous. There's just a lot in my bot. There's just a lot of names going. Blank has joined. Blank has left. Jimmy! Hello! Sorry, I briefly fell off a balcony. Or you fell off a balcony, one or the other. That's a mess. I don't really want to explain the next thing until... I guess I can draw the next thing. Where is it? Which one was it? The balcony comes for us all. What's happening? He zoned out for a second. Apparently everybody stopped hearing me. Okay, cool. I fell down the balcony and then we realised we all fell down the balcony. It's just like balconyception. Okay, after the 5th refresh. Mexa, how dare you? Because yeah, I was transmitting sound. I don't know what happened there. Weird. Right, okay. We're all here. You're on the app, so you never got that. Oh, okay, so it's, yeah, must have been a weird server glitch. These things happen. I go flying around at the speed of sound. The passage runs along for several meters and then ends at a door. Quelle surprise. Beth listens at the door and can hear inside the deep, heavy breathing, as if some large creature were asleep inside. Cautiously, Beth tries the handle, and the door opens, because, for once, the book doesn't ask you to do that yourself. Just inside, although the room is dark, Beth can see a very large creature asleep on the floor. There's no reason giving you that choice. It's fine. Beth very quietly walks into the room to look around. The room is gloomy and the air is damp. A crude wooden post is nailed to one wall with several hooks on it, and there are 2 doors in the far wall leading onwards. On the post, hanging on the wall, is a makeshift mirror, but as your torch, as Flamio, lights up the mirror, its reflection is thrown across the eyes of the sleeping giant on the floor, who grunts and stirs. One eye pops open, then the other, and upon seeing you, it springs to its feet and grabs an axe, which it was using as a pillow, which sounds very uncomfortable and dangerous if you are prone to moving in your sleep. It reveals... Oh, there's a sheath. That makes sense. The giant creature is a Gark. Hands up anybody who has heard the word Gark before. A Gark. Oh, yes. Looks a lot like an orc to me. Large and brutish Garks are... Okay.
Gark.
Gark. I want you to imagine this. I want you to imagine the circumstances in which this arose, okay? Garks are half goblin, half giant. Bred by master sorcerers for their aggressive character. Although somewhat stupid, they are rather tough beasts with a warlike nature. I think Dot says that when she needs to be sick. Oh no. Hope the mum was a giant. Oh dear. Yeah. So this is like when you get like 2 dogs crossbred, like a Chihuahua and a Great Dane. Yeah, cool. Gark. Let me attempt to draw this. So there's a mirror on a post, 2 doors on the other side, and a Gark. Pretty sure that's it. I might as well set up the vote, even though we're pretty much... Gark! How do you draw a half goblin, half giant? I don't know. We're gonna find out. There is a picture in the book, but it doesn't look particularly half goblin, half giant-ish to me. So there's a room, and there's like... This is like a wood-lined room. Something a little different. 2 doors on the other side of the wall. Dark, but with a G. Yeah. It's not a relation of pal. Doesn't begin with P. That would be Park. Perspective works wonders on your skin. What? Apparently that's the perspective we're working in. Don't worry about it. There's a post. I'm going to say it's some sort of structural post. It's floor to ceiling. There's a mirror hanging off it. So yeah, how about Flamio getting you into trouble? Park the Gark. This door opens this way because it's a Citadel of Chaos. There is no consistency in the carpentry. How many times have I drawn Beth just poking her head for a door? How can I make this more interesting? How many times have I drawn a door? Lord knows. Screw it, Beth's getting fed up with this. She's just fallen off a balcony. Why is there so much stability on that? Oh yeah, I was making stickers. Forgot about that. Also, congratulations on finding something. Oh, I've also missed my opportunity to do something else. It's a shame. Maybe I'll talk to you about that when it's all over. How do you draw somebody barging a door in? I don't know. Can we rename this the Citadel of Doorways? You can. I'm not going to stop you. Sleeping on the floor, so I imagine there's sort of like straw or something. Straw mat. So goblins have big ears, right? And giants have human-like ears. So my thought being, big human ears. See? Logic. Makes sense. I'll give you a goatee. Brilliant, I hate it. Fantastic! That's exactly what I aim for. If someone likes what I've drawn, I failed. Also, big head. That is not intentional. Give you a mohawk. Having you grab the thing because you want to get the axe you were using as a pillow. That's not how perspective works. There we go. You've also got a couple of other axes embedded in the back of your head from previous sleeping accident. I'm not entirely sure how they stand up in this room, but they do. And it's very serious and not at all comical. Gets Vietnam flashbacks to Cat Lady. Yep. Not as large as he thought he'd be. It's between a goblin and a giant. It's about normal. Right. Okay, we have the big friendly Gark. How big are giants? Take the ratio of goblin to half orc, half elf, and flip it round. That's how big a giant is compared to a half orc, half elf. The BF Gark, yes. What do we got? We have a vote for take out tiny toy axe and pretend to be baby Gark. One for hello fellow Gark, and one for ask if they're part of the PAL extended family. I do need to read ahead to work out what's actually going to happen here. Bookmarks, they're very useful. Okay. I have enough information to be able to stumble my way through an improvisation here. Let's reread the thing. Sing a lullaby to lull the Gark back to sleep. Take out tiny toy axe and pretend to be a Gark. Hello, fellow Gark, and ask if they're a part of the Gark extended family. Ask them a maths question, then sneak past while they're confused. Oh no, that's the sort of thing I'd do. Roll 2d6 for me. Maths is the darkest of magics. It's the most obscure. I want you to roll 1d69. 13! Bad luck. I mean, I wanted you to roll under your skill, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, so Beth has a good singing voice, turns out. And Beth starts to sing a little lullaby. The Gark is very confused by this. But is nonetheless finds it pleasant. And just sort of stands there with the axe for a bit, just sort of listening. Eventually, Beth realizes that nothing's happening and comes to a cadence within the song. I'm not going to sing, by the way. And the Gark says, "No, that was nice. What do you want? Why are you here?" You like the song? You can hear me singing on my Bandcamp. Don't. I'm bad. Why do all of the voices I do in this end up being weird, raspy, growly voices? At least it's not the cheese butler. That's something. Because monsters. Absolutely. I just want to draw Beth doing something other than opening a door. Let me have this. It'll probably fail, don't worry. So today we learned that Beth has a nice singing voice. Which I must say is a better attribute than owning a recorder. I would know. I have exactly one of those. Why do you not behave? Close enough. Here for the Beth Pal EP. Well, it's not here, so you probably have to go elsewhere. Did you have to pay for a Beth Pal EP? You have to pay me, but then I give you the money to not make the sticker of the thing, but then you give yourself the money to make that. But then you support me on Patreon, and then I give that back to you because you've put merchandise up on your thing, and you've got a Ko-fi, so I support you on Ko-fi. And then you give it back when I get the PAL songs sorted, and then I give it back to you because I don't take donations. So it's difficult. It's difficult to work out. For now, pay yourself, and then we'll sort it out from there. I take patronage. I haven't had a donation for a while, I don't think. I remember donating lots to Crispy fans back in the day, and I was very, very pleased. Look, I couldn't work out how to finish that sentence, so you got what you got. Have you not ascertained I'm terrible at improvising? We know this. So this is awful, but it conveys the idea. Look at that arm. Look at that arm. That's not how arms work. What's going on? Ziegler, help. I need your guidance. I haven't even drawn the Gark yet. Your head is very big. Desperately not trying to not draw over that mirror, and I always do. See what I mean though about how this would be much easier if I wasn't the one also having to pay attention to you guys and the votes and all that sort of stuff. I can get lost in a drawing and then someone else can go, okay, we're ready to move on now. Yeah, whatever. Wants to collab with me. I mean, you'd have to buy the book. Could be because you're very emotional right now, but you love this story. It might honestly just be because it's something that's not Beth walking through a door. So, it might be that as well. Have I drawn anything today? Not particular. I drew the thunk, I guess. I'm glad people like it anyway. Screw anatomy. You keep seeing Gark as a child and you don't know why. It's a large head, but it's cute. Possibly. Big eyes, maybe. Big ears. Reminds me of that, Harry and Paul sketch. Where, I'm not gonna go on about that. Most people probably haven't seen it. They play old men and they got big prosthetic ears. Anywho, what have we got? 4 votes for just passing through, really sorry I'll wake you up. And 1 for, say, I just need to scooch past you. Thanks. Thanks. The Gark, apologizes. Says, oh, sorry. I can't, why are you here? Why did you need to come? I need to ask why you're here. Because I'm supposed to be guarding this place. What he wants to know, if you didn't understand that, because why would you? He wants to know why you're here. Yeah, for the forge. We're here to fix the forge. Okay. You say, oh yeah, we're here to fix the forge. I tried to come in one way, got thrown out of the building by some Ganges. Still looking for it. Do you have any idea where it is? And he goes, oh yeah, we're expecting. Oh yeah, we were expecting the forge. Can I? Oh yeah, go this way. And he points to one of the doors on the back wall. And tries to sort of usher you through, sort of apologizing all the way. Sorry I was asleep. Sorry I was asleep. Wasn't supposed to be asleep. Where? Hang on, just need to look at some pages. Oh, okay, yes. And he indicates that, just go through the doors. I don't know which one goes where, but just go through and it'll be fine. Okay, sorry, I was asleep. Thank you for the song, it's very nice. And then he lets you go on through. And that's the end of the stream. It's Park of the Gark. Thanking you for the lovely song. And letting you through. And apologising that they were asleep. You didn't die! Surprisingly, when I heard you were going to go into the room with the Ganges. Well done with that. Yeah. We got something out of it. We got Park the Gark. That's something. Park's definitely part of Pal's family. How could you not after this? He's adorable. I can't do mean characters. To be fair, he's quite nice in the book. Yeah. My throat did not like that. Oh dear. Always do warm-ups, honestly. Thank you for coming. To Strem. We didn't do an awful lot, and we ended up literally right back where we started. But please, I have a drink. And I need to drink more of it as the stream goes on. But it's now over. End of stream. Thank you for coming along. Tomorrow we have Sekiro. We're continuing with that. I need to do a little bit of prep for that. And yeah. Creative stream on Saturday. Not sure what that's going to be just yet. Maybe music, maybe not. Who knows? I really need to finish other bits of music though. And I may have bought some sample libraries that I want to mess around with. They had a sale. And I have no self-restraint. Thank you for coming to stream. It's always nice. It's always nice having you all. Apologies for the slightly wobbly progress, but you're getting there. You're not dead. So well done. Thanks for Park. You get something out of it. Yeah. See you tomorrow for Sekiro, if that's your kind of thing. If not, have a wonderful time. Enjoy yourself. I assume there's going to be a Chippy Nether's Day on Thursday as well, etc. We all know the drill by now, and we'll talk about more things as things come up. He's yours now. Fair enough. Yeah. Again, music by Adrian von Ziegler, because they're a good friend. Well, not that I don't know them, but they're good. Goodbye.